Hi everyone, thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. This is your look ahead video updated on Wednesday the 5th of March. And just a quick one for you today. Just wanted to show you the latest output from the CFS model. Just keep you up to date on what's going on and what we're thinking over the next few days. So this is the forecast then for week 1, and this takes us up to the 10th of March. And the red colours here showing us, as usual, heights above normal. And you see there this big area, look, extending out in the Atlantic. This all coinciding with high pressure that's building through the British Isles during the next week. Low than normal heights up towards the northwest now, up towards the northwest of Scotland. Don't confuse those necessarily directly with low and high pressure at the surface. They just give us an indication as to where low and high pressure might be. And you can see how through the British Isles during the next week we're seeing that higher pressure building in, and that leads us into dry conditions and some pretty mild conditions too. Not completely dry for the next few days. There will be some rain around, particularly in the north and the west. But overall, we are going to see this gradual slip into dry conditions as we head into the weekend. Now, on to week 2 from the CFS. And you'll know if you've been watching this over the last few days that actually there's been very little change. This is the forecast from the 11th of March through to the 17th of March. And again, it shows us higher than normal heights here across the south of the country. But you'll notice those heights have fallen slightly back into nearer normal categories, which is the white colours you can see on here. Lower than normal heights up towards the northwest as well, indicating lower pressure up there, and it's starting to pull down. This would be the region of the jet stream, somewhere in here most likely, and it pulls it back into Scotland probably towards the end of the week 2 period, and it's then that we're looking at things turning more unsettled, probably from the north, but I think for many central and southern areas staying dry through this week 2 period. Now, all change for week 3. Notice how the heights have fallen. So lower than normal heights in here, higher than normal down towards the southwest and towards the northeast. Now, this is going to be quite a notable trough that works its way into the country, and we've got reasonable confidence that this is the way things are going to be turning out during the course of this week. The reason for that is the CFS is closely followed by the GFS ensembles. They're also predicting that things go more unsettled and cooler during this week. As well as that, the ECMWF monthlies are also suggesting that we go into cooler, more unsettled conditions. So I think, again, you'll know if you've been watching over the last few days, I've been talking about the 18th, 19th of March period as being the time for a changeover in conditions. And I'm still going to stick with these dates. And I think what will happen is probably we'll get a 4 or 5 day spell of more unsettled, cooler, breezier conditions coming in from the northwest. And then eventually what I think will happen is as we head into week 4, I suspect that the trough will get cut off somewhere down over Central Europe and will go into more of a northeasterly flow. However, the CFS that you see in front of you here, and this is for week 4 from the 25th of March to the 31st of March, wants to continue the idea of having low than normal heights towards the northwest, higher than normal to the south, and tries to keep us into a more of a cooler westerly flow. I don't think that's going to be the way this pattern plays out. I think the trough will go back into Europe, we'll get into a northeasterly flow across southern parts of the country and eastern areas, probably bringing some outbreaks of rain and cloud there, but I do think that high pressure will try and get back into Scotland and into Northern Ireland, bringing drier conditions there just to close out the month. So I do have a bit of a fallout at the moment with the CFS, and we'll see how that develops though during the next few days. However, the main crux of this forecast is that things are going to be drying out. Now, we've got a couple of days of wet weather still to go, particularly across western coast with this moist southwesterly, but as we get into the weekend, high pressure builds in, and that's when we start our spell of drier weather proper. So, as always, I'll keep you updated on this right the way through the coming days. But for now, thanks for watching weatherweb.net. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WXWeb. But whatever you're doing, have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.